think it's safe to say I'm one of Wuthering Wave's biggest critics. You guys know, if it's anybody that's gonna lay it out, I'm one of them. I'm not gonna say I'm the only guy, but I'm most certainly one of them, right? But I would also like to say that when it comes to giving proper praise and glaze, I'm one of those guys too. I pride myself in trying to be as fair as I possibly can. And I always try to make sure I'm conscious that I'm not blindly dick riding a game or blindly hating on a game. These are two things I always try to be aware of in my content. And I must say, Kuro Games deserves my thank you. They deserve a lot of people's thank you because what they're doing with their story in real time is something that is setting up a precedent for future gacha games to follow. It's a trail of breadcrumbs and it's succeeding. And because it's succeeding, other companies are gonna go, hey, we can do that too. That's great. We thought that we had to do the whole, Paimon said this. No, don't worry, we're all alive in the end. But Kuro's showing that you don't have to do that. It's very nice to see because I think games, promising games that people are looking forward to that are anticipating, like Silver Palace, are going to see these things and go, yeah, we can take those risks as well. It makes me very happy and excited for the space. And honestly, it's reinvigorated my faith in storytelling in this space. One thing I never thought I would have, I never thought in the mainstream, in particular, gacha space, that we would actually be compelled to be locked in on a story on a level that isn't just the 1% lore nerds, right? The lore nerds, brother, they can sit through the driest, most dog shit dialogue with slow pacing and presentation and go, oh my God, dude, this changed my life. Let's be real, boys. There's people in the community right now on a side tangent that are saying that the story has always been good and woo-wah. Brother, stop fucking lying to yourself, okay? 1.0 to 1.4 was a fucking shit show. I would know because I went back and I've been locked in on it because I've been enjoying 2.5 so much. So now I'm going back to Shorekeeper, I'm going back to these other things, and I'm sitting here looking at it like, oh God, bro, who the fuck was saying this was good? Like the Shorekeeper quest. The first half of it, oh my God, bro. Slow ass dialogue, horrible voice acting, very hard to stay immersed. The jargons are all over the place with the Tethys system, so it's hard to like stay locked in on that. Most people probably just said, all right, fuck it, bro, I'm over trying to keep up with it and went through. But like, that was the best of 1.0 and going into 2.0. Imagine prior to that, it was even more of a shit show. The thing I will say though, is that Wuthering Waves has always improved patch over patch. I am astonished that 2.0, one of the greatest patches of gacha history in my personal opinion, they have built on that and improved upon that. I thought, I was completely convinced. I was like, there's no way they will outdo 2.0. They have been outdoing 2.0. I was just like, damn, all right. Well, shit. And it's like, I'm not the kind of guy to dick ride. I just like telling the truth. The story has only gotten better. And that is something I want to talk to you guys about today. And I want to bring awareness to not just the fucking Kuro bots, the whole gacha community. This is a company, regardless of the deeply flawed mechanisms of what is gacha territory instilled into their video game. They have shown you that they aren't just going to fucking, milk the cow and sandbag these patches. These patches have been amazing. I wasn't here, I was in China, but I saw everybody calling this patch a filler patch. I saw everybody shitting on it because of the live stream wasn't as hype as they wanted them to be, and look at us now. I'm not a part of that crew. When I saw it in China, I said, I remember talking to Pokey. He was like, what do you think? I was like, listen, man, my rule is very simple. If the MSQ gets an update, that's not no fucking filler patch. Okay, now all the other little extra variables that you get with it, that's cool and all, but the MSQ is what like takes the wave and pushes it forward. As an MSQ progresses, so does excitement in world building, exploration, all the new little like things to grind for. It's like, it's the wave that pushes forward. And so I never thought it was a filler patch, to be completely honest with you. Just this on a little bit of a side tangent here, but getting back on track, what precisely has prompted me to make this video is, one, I cannot stop thinking about the story. Not that 2.5 is a 10 out of 10. I'm not saying that. It's that the risk they have taken, the stakes they have brought to the table, and the morally gray area of a moral compass, depending on perspective, that has been introduced in this patch are things you don't see in this fucking space at large. You don't. And here's some important variables that are worth truly applauding. Usually in gacha game stories, they can't deliver all facets of what make up a good story consuming experience, right? Usually it's like they fail at majority of them, but they're good at like one avenue. I'll give you an example. Good at story writing, sucks at presentation, right? Good at presentation, sucks at story writing. VAs, pacing, slow, bit rough around the edges, not very well polished. A lot of these little things I'm pointing out, you can play any gacha game and you're gonna find many of them are problematic, and one of them is pretty good. In Wuwa, many of them were problematic, but as the patches went by, it started dropping off. Oh damn, they fixed the VAs. Oh damn, they fixed the convoluted dialogue. Oh shit, they fixed the pacing. It's like, holy, oh shit, they fixed the camera angles. It's like, god damn, they just literally remedying it all. And that's something that like deletes the thought of, okay, they're just sandbagging. Okay, they're just milking the cow. Okay, 3 years have gone by and HSR still ain't hired a better cameraman. Seriously though, that's something that is worth applauding. One more thing that I want you to take into consideration, and I think I want to like tackle the nuances of this next one pretty fairly. This story has gotten so good at like finding its pieces that it's set up as foundations and carrying them onward. It's gotten to the point now that if you really want to enjoy it for real, and it's gotten so good, you got to go back to them prior patches. And them prior patches ain't easy because they're not as good as what you're consuming today, right? And they have very pivotal pieces of the world building that you want to keep in mind going forward to kind of keep up with the plot or like the intense things that are getting ready to occur or not occur. Who knows? I have been doing this, and now I've got a more deeper motivation to go and understand things like what the Tethys system was or what happened in 1.0. Even though it was fucking dog shit, there's some sweet wisdom to consume from there that's going to make me appreciate the story in the future. On the other end of the spectrum, although I just praised that, I think the community's being fucking cringe and too harsh on people who aren't going back to do these things, and then they're going, well, you didn't know this from this patch, you didn't know this from this patch, so how dare you say the story isn't that good? How dare you give it a 7? Genizat, my brother, is one of the people that comes to mind. It's like, dude, you can't fault somebody for not going back to consume garbage just to keep up with the now improved upon story. You dig what I'm saying? Like, brother, I don't want to go back and watch these 2 dog shit seasons of this show just because season 5 is so god tier. That doesn't mean I gotta go back and absorb these 2 out of 10 seasons. Does that make sense? It's like, I'm sorry, but like that was just such a horrible experience. I wasn't locked in on it. In fact, that shit was so ass, I just said, fuck the story on this game. I'm just gonna enjoy the combat in the end game. Many people shared this sentiment. A lot of us did. Hell, I did. You know what I mean? It wasn't until 2.0 where I was like, hold on now. You had to sit up in the chair and lock in. Hold on now, they kind of cooking. But you can't like expect people to have to go back now and pick up all those shit pieces just to understand more and have a better experience in the present to then go, okay, you know what, never mind, this is more of an 8.5 now. Now that I understand this and see how it's all roped together, oh shit, that's kind of an 8.5 now. You know, like, it doesn't work that fucking way. And if you think about that deeply, you'll understand that it's okay for people to give the story a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 5, because all of us have different ways of consuming this game or like different priorities of what we're looking for. You can't expect them to have your fucking experience. It's like, it's cringe, bro, this community sometimes. The mental gymnastics I've seen people go just to try and preserve the perfection of Rover's image. It's like, you niggas are losers. Damn, are you mad at that? Well, be mad at yourself, because that's some loser ass shit. Brother, he's flawed. That's why people are loving it, because he's revealed his flaws. It's okay. He is a hypocrite. It's okay to admit that. You know, it's completely fine, man. He's self-serving in many ways, and I think that's gonna add to his character development and future story plots and intensity going forward. That's what makes good story writing. And then it gets the community involved. The community starts chirping, and then the world hears about it, and more people get into the game, and now the game grows. You know, these are all the things that I wanted to talk about. I think all of this stuff that I'm talking about is obviously oozing of passion, oozing of interest, and it's creating a atmosphere of, wow, you know what? Fuck that in game. Oh, maybe this was their plan the whole time. Maybe this is why they never listened to adding more in-game in the game. I don't even know who the fuck I am anymore, guys. I have completely like flipped the script on who I am as a content creator for Woo-Wah. You don't see guides from me anymore. I don't give a fuck about talking about these characters' intricacies because honestly, it's just the hologram fight that's a shelf fight, right? It's like, oh, that was so good the first time. All right, I'm done. The Tower of Adversity shit sucks. They still haven't built it. You know, they haven't done anything to it. It's like we've gotten to the point now where the story is so good. That's all I need. I don't give a flying fuck about anything else unless they build on that card game. The story has completely changed who I am as a gacha content creator for Wuthering Waves. All I care about now is having good conversation and touching up on the topics and trying to create good discussion amongst the community. And that MSQ update is the only thing I'm looking forward to these days, as well as playing with the character for a little bit. But I never thought in a million years this would be the gacha smack of today. I never thought this. Because story has been so shit. You know I've been yapping y'all's ears off, and I feel like I have, but the purpose of this video was to kind of give credit to the company, because we all know that the consumer is capable of criticism, but a lot of the times the consumer doesn't get on camera and just give undeniable praise. Right? Unless you're Saint Tontaz, then you're glazing 24/7. Hey man, that was a shot. Hey brother, friendly shot at you, my boy. All right. But I think that's gonna wrap up all of my thoughts. I think I would like to end this video off with, I hope they continue to take risk. I hope they continue to create morally gray areas for the community to discuss. You're gonna have a couple of retards who can't hide their biases when they're having a conversation, and it's ironic. Those people try to accuse you of having a bias. It's like, nigga, what? Look in the mirror. But I hope this continues because it's ultimately healthy for the community, it's healthy for the space, and it's going to set a good precedent for future gacha games to take those same risks, all for the sake of delivering a good story. My boy Christoforo will know all about that. That's gonna wrap it up, man. Peace, love, and happiness. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.